Good morning, my brilliant student. I am your facilitator, Joy AEC. I am glad to welcome you to another lesson in our course, ENG 141, Spoken English. You are welcome. Today, we are going to study the pronunciation problems of Nigerian learners of English. We shall examine the major areas of difficulty. But before we begin, want to draw your attention to the fact that the English words are not pronounced as we pronounce words of our native languages. In many of our native languages, words are pronounced exactly as they are spelled. In other words, your knowledge of the spelling of the individual words can give you a good guide to their pronunciations. This is not so with the English language. Let us have some examples with the Igbo language and see how you can get the pronunciation from the spellings. Isi, isi, anyị a, anya, ọnụ o, ọnụ, akwe o, kwe ọ, akwụkwọ. And so you can say with me, the moment you are able to spell the word, it gives you the clue to its pronunciation. Let us see some other languages in Nigeria and see how their words are spelled and pronounced. The English word house is called Olo in the Igbo language. It is called Ile Yoruba language. It is called Geda Hausa language. In each of these languages, the pronunciation is derived from the spelling. The moment you spell Olo in Igbo, you pronounce it. When you spell Ile in Yoruba, you pronounce it. When you spell Geda in Hausa, you pronounce it. It's not so with the English language. I'll give you some examples. The English word choir is spelled Choir. This spelling is far away from its pronunciation. Choir. If I ask you, for instance, to pronounce choir from its spelling, perhaps you will say choir, but that is not true. The pronunciation is choir. Another word, E-W-E. This word is pronounced as you. It means the female sheep. It shares the same pronunciation pattern with another word that is spelled Y-O-U. You. These two words are known as homophones. You remember what we mean by homophones? They are words that are pronounced alike, but differ in their spellings. There are many homophones in the English language. Examples of homophones are the words principal, spelled with L-E at the end, and another principal, spelled with A-L at the end. These two words are homophones. They are pronounced alike, but they differ in their spellings. So, my brilliant students, under no circumstances must you try to pronounce English words by looking at their spellings. Any attempt to do that will lead to grievous mistakes. Now, let us see some major areas of difficulty in the pronunciation of English words. The first area of difficulty we shall examine is the dental fricatives, as in think and as in this. These sounds are not found in any of our local languages, and because they are not there, they are likely to cause some difficulties in your pronunciation. The first one is the sound we have in think. The second one is the sound we have in this. The first one is voiceless. The second is voiced. We say that a sound is voiceless if it is pronounced without the vibration of the vocal cords. A sound is voiced if it is pronounced with vibration of the vocal cords. At this level, I do not want to bother you with the vibration or no vibration of vocal cords in pronunciation of the English words. Let us see the examples of words where these sounds are found. Pronounce after me. Think, think. Cloth, cloth. Do not say think and do not say cloth. Say then, not then. Those, not those. Remember, when we come to the level of studying the individual sounds of the English language, you will be able to appreciate more the pronunciation of these sounds, and you'll understand why the first one is voiceless and the second one voiced. At this level, I want you to be conscious of these sounds whenever you find them in different words of the English language. And you must be mindful of your pronunciations so that you do not substitute them for and respectively. Another area of difficulty is the long and short vowel sounds of English. Long and short vowel sounds are likely to give you some difficulties in your pronunciation of English. The reason is that many of our local languages do not have long and short vowel sounds. In other words, we do not differentiate between them. They have equal pattern in their pronunciation. No one is known as long vowel and another as short vowel. But we have them in English. Many vowels of English are long and others are short. The long vowels must be lengthened and the short ones must be shortened. Now pronounce these words after me. Pole, 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 pole. Sheep, 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 sheep. Cat, 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 cat. Yes, the beauty of English is accurate pronunciation of each word. English is sweet when it is pronounced accordingly with the correct pronunciation of English. The third area of difficulty is the diphthong a, a. In the English language, we have 8 different diphthongs. This one is one of them. It is pronounced a. Every diphthong has a glide from one vowel sound to another. Here we have a glide from E to E. This glide must be recognized in your pronunciation. A, A, as in eight, E-I-G-H-T, as in pain, P-A-I-N. Now let us practice the pronunciation of these words. Say after me. Pen, pen, pain, pain. Let, late, late. Test, test, taste, taste. The diphthong must be made a diphthong by realizing the glide from one vowel sound to another, in this case from E to E. The central vowels of the English language are likely to give you some headache. The first one is A as in cap, cap. The second is A as in girl, girl. It is long because we have the colon in front of it. Girl, girl. This is the shortest vowel sound we have in English. It is called the schwa. As in mother, mother. As in mother. It is the sound we have in father, father. The last sound in mother is this sound. The last sound in father is this sound. It is very short. Let us practice the pronunciation of these words. Say after me. Sun, sun. Bus, bus. Cup, cup. Girl, girl. Herd, herd. Purse, purse. Again, again. The short vowel is in front. Above, above. The short vowel is the first sound we have in again and in above. Mother, mother. The short vowel is the sound we have at the end of mother. Another sound that is likely to give you some difficulty is the glottal fricative. Glottal fricative is pronounced when the mouth is wide open and air passes through the open glottis. This sound is a problem to many Yoruba speakers of English. They do not pronounce it when it appears at the initial position of English words. Sometimes you hear them pronounce hand as and ash as. They pronounce hash as ash, omitting the sound. Do not imitate them. Your own pronunciation must be accurate. Now pronounce these words with me. Who, who. Notice that there is a long vowel here because of the presence of the colon. Who, how, how. Happy, happy. You must always realize the glottal fricative in your pronunciation. It is at the beginning of these words. Who, it is not who, it is who. How, happy. Voiced and voiceless plosives, b and p, usually give some difficulties to Hausa speakers. Sometimes they interchange them with v as in voice and f as in face. You hear them pronounce food as food, and they pronounce vast as vast. You must not imitate this pronunciation. Let us practice some words where these sounds are found. Say after me, baby, baby. We have come across this diphthong. A, A. It is the diphthong we have in baby. Do not say baby. It is baby. Boy, boy. Table, table. Again, the diphthong is there. People, people. It is long because we have the colon after the vowel. Eh. People. It is not people. It is people. Open, open. This is another diphthong of the English language. L, L. Open, Do not say open. Pipe, pipe. Hausa person is likely to pronounce people as faithful, open as often, pipe as five. Do not imitate them. Your own pronunciation must depict the pronunciation of English speakers. But remember, you must not fake your voice. Final consonants. Many English words have final consonants in their pronunciations. An Igbo speaker is likely to introduce a vowel at the end of the consonant. This is wrong. And that is why you hear them say bottle when they should say bottle, bomb when they should say bomb, and size when they should say size, size. I want you to notice that the letter B in bomb is silent. It is not pronounced. There are many words of the English language that has some silent letters, such as psychology, pneumonia. The P in psychology is not pronounced. The P in pneumonia is not pronounced. The B in bomb, the B sound in bomb is not pronounced. It's not pronounced. So your pronunciation must not realize the B letter. Another area of difficulty is the consonant clusters. The English language has consonant clusters. Sometimes we can have 2, 3, or even 4 in a word. Because we do not have consonant clusters in our local languages, the tendency is that a Nigerian learner of English is likely to introduce a vowel sound in between the clusters. This is wrong. In the word table, we have the cluster B and L sound. Do not introduce a vowel in between them. Do not say table. We have a cluster of 2 consonants in basket. Basket. Do not say basket. The pronunciation basket is wrong. Anytime you introduce a vowel sound in between the consonant clusters, you will increase the syllable of that word. For instance, basket is a word of 2 syllables. If you introduce a vowel sound in between the 2 clusters, you will increase the syllable to 3. Basket. If you say basket, it will be 4 syllables. Very wrong in English. Stress pattern and intonation pattern are likely to give you some difficulties. We are going to study these two when we come to prosodic features of the English language, otherwise known as the suprasegmental features. We will study them in detail so that you know how to speak the English language with rising tone and falling tone to make your speech English. But that will be after we have studied the segmental features, the vowel sounds and the consonant sounds. We shall take the sounds one after another for you to master their pronunciations. We shall find the areas of articulation and we shall listen to native speakers as they pronounce these sounds. Yes, thank you, my brilliant students, for listening to me. I know you may have some questions to ask me. You have my number, you have my email address. Feel free to call me or send me an email. Be reassured I'll respond to you promptly. For now, I want to give you some assignments before we close. Identify 10 different words of the English language which you find difficult to pronounce. Find the correct pronunciation of these words in a standard dictionary of English. Is that difficult? It is not. It's very easy to do. Pick up a good dictionary of English and find the correct pronunciation of the words you find difficult to pronounce. You can do more than 10. Another assignment is that you should write 5 different areas of difficulty for Nigerian learners of English. If you have listened attentively to this lesson, this one will be very easy for you. But I want you to identify more apart from the ones we have identified in this lesson. Suggest ways through which we can overcome our pronunciation difficulties in English. Yes, I want you to suggest not less than 5 ways through which we can overcome our pronunciation difficulties. You can do that. Thank you. Goodbye.